Hi everyone, it's Sunday, means it's time for tarot. Today is recorded because I have readings all day. So rather than skip tarot, I'm just pre-recording it and I will be excited to see everybody live next Sunday. Venus is direct. I am happy for Venus direct. It brought some good. It returned some things to me, and at times it was challenging because it was opposite my Pluto and some other stuff. That technology with the Mercury retrograde, and um, so today we have Venus and Saturn together, but also direct. Not the first time this year, but for the last time, we have this incredible uh, opportunity to concretize and put plans and structure to the things that we think, wouldn't that be nice? In a perfect world, things would be like this. Today is the between Neptune and Aries. Well, not really having a conversation, it's having a very inconsequential inconsequential um conversation with the uh Saturn and Venus together. But there is a lot of let's be about it, not just talk about it energy. And Uranus is in a sextile with the Saturn and Venus conjunction. That just means they are wrapped around each other like a new couple. They are both at 24 degrees. And so if you have anything at 24 degrees in the chart at all, it's having a conversation, whether it's having a square or a trine or an opposition or a conjunction, um, or, a minor or a non-Ptolemaic um, aspect, it's still having a conversation with that. And the other thing is with Uranus there, it can be something unexpected with Venus going direct. It could be something that you've been working on. It could be something that you've wanted. And if you put any work into it with Saturn there, even if it's soft work, even if it's gentle work, today's the day where anything could happen. This week is the week where anything could happen. Jupiter is unaspected. So there can also be, instead of the overwhelm, Jupiter in Gemini is wonderful. We have seen a lot of wonderful breakthroughs with Jupiter in Gemini, but it also can be a little overwhelming. We can overschedule, we can overwhelm, um, have a harder time finding our words sometimes. It's kind of me all the time, but uh, today it's unaspected, which means there are zero planets talking to it. Later on, that'll change. It'll have a quincunx with the moon. The moon is in Scorpio. Actually, that'll be tomorrow. So all day today, if you don't feel overwhelmed, if you feel more in your zen, more in the pocket for everything that you're doing, take advantage of that, right? Like take advantage of not feeling overscheduled, overwhelmed. Don't feel like you're being I hate the L word, lazy. Uh don't don't feel like you're unmotivated. Allow a day where you do not feel overwhelmed because we had a while there where something was talking to Jupiter, and sometimes a lot of things were talking to Jupiter, and it was a lot. It was a lot. And so today is lovely. Today is lovely. And I'm going to go through all 12 and just pull two cards for the Venus and Jupiter. And since it's Venus, we're going to look at love and we're going to look at money. And then I'm going to give you a tarot tip. I'm also having metaphysical sale right now. I have not done a sale in a minute. My astrology appointments are all booked through the Awake space currently, and Lori just released in her Patreon, so make sure you're following that. I believe 50% off. Um, a spring sale for astrology, and then I am running a metaphysical only on my tarot, pendulum, energy work, channeled messages. That is all up on the website. When you go to the booking page, you'll see the three little buttons for the sale prices. Um, but with Venus direct and Saturn there to give it structure, if you've done, if you put the work in, and the work is on us, the work isn't on trying to get somebody back or anything else. You put the work into yourself and you are self-actualizing and you are self-nurturing right now. Um, there can be lots of rewards for lots of people. So let's see what that's going to be. And as we speak, we have a lovely moon just went into Scorpio this morning. So I expect these messages to be deep, maybe full of some hidden truths. We'll see. Okay, let's see, Aries. Sheesh, sheesh. What for my Aries first house energies, sun, moon? Listen, if it resonates, it's for you. And if it makes you uncomfortable, don't take on anything that you're not supposed to, that makes you dysregulated. Sometimes we need to hear things, but not if it really kind of discombobulates you. Okay. What do you have for Aries for Venus direct? Let's first check into abundance. We have an 8 of Cups, and a 7 of Wands. Okay, we're advocating for ourselves. There is a falling out or some kind of situation here. Might not have been a falling out, but you're walking away from something. This could be walking away about how you handle um your communications with other people. This could be walking away from feeling like you're in places where you give more than you get. Um, but there is something to protect here. There is something that will pay off. Is gonna, yeah. This is a whole new start as far as abundance goes, whether there's you could be starting a little project and you probably will have to be on the internet for this a little bit, Aries, or you're going to have to whatever you were doing, if it was like traditional on paper, brick and mortar, this looks like it's moving to the internet, whether you're like updating resumes to have like a QR code with a video. Um, some of you might be leaving a job to go just to work at home, Aries. But this is you finally advocating for yourself, and it's like you're no longer sometimes you would stick up for the person that you felt like everybody was giving a hard time to or was getting wronged at work, and then that person did not have your back, and there's just something about how you handle work culture and more advocation for yourself. Let's look at love. Love, relationships, we're just gonna do straight love and relationships. I don't do that a lot, but let's look at love, relationships, um, and let's specifically ask what's coming towards you in the love and relationship department, Aries. 8 of Pentacles, you're either meeting somebody at work or mm, there's a Tower in reverse and an 8 of Pentacles upright for this. What is coming towards you? Wow. Okay. So my first thought is when I saw the 8 of Pentacles is that you're gonna actually make somebody work. Um, which is normally Aries will do the pursuing. Normally Aries will do quite a bit of uh the fun work. Um, however, this is you focusing on yourself and making somebody else like you're not just gonna be available. This is avoiding it's like breaking a cycle, avoiding another bad cycle, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Listen, a lot of these nights are here to like panty drop and go, love bomb and go, whatever. But not the Knight of Pentacles. They're not here for a good time. They're here for a long time. Um, very possible, Aries, that in a situation where you were the one putting in all the effort, which is a very Aries thing, that you're going to get effort put into you, and it's going to actually create um, a partnership in a way that allows a relationship to have legs, to have stability, that it's not, because it's hot when it's in and out, right? It's hot when you get that text and um it's like, woo, yes. And I believe that there's a lot of chemistry with this person, but it's their turn to do the work. And so that is what's happening. All right. Taurus, what do we have for abundance for Taurus? Ooh, temperance. Okay, not your circus, not your monkeys, Taurus. Putting your energy someplace else before you even pull the other cards. Venus direct. Yeah. You need to relook at a project. You need to go back to a project. And it's good not to start something it's good to wait till Venus is direct to start something brand new. Um, you're gonna walk away from putting your energy someplace where you just don't have to manage that, right? That's for that person or that thing to manage itself. Um, and then we are returning to an old project or something. Something is coming back towards you, and there's a lot of passion here. You're gonna actually feel like inspired, passion. Like this might be walking away too from trying to help at a job or a career that like you had lost your lust for, but you really wanted to see the people that you worked for do well and like your coworkers and at some point you have the not my circus, not my monkeys moment. And yeah, and now you get to go back to something. It's almost like you're returning to something, and Uranus is in you're whatever you're returning to, you're the King of Wands here, and you're happy to be there. Um, yeah, when you're putting that much effortless effort into something because you love it so much, it's going to pay off. What do we have for love? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. The High Priestess, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Um, I mean, somebody intuitive, and you're gonna you're very good at gift giving, Taurus. Um, you're gonna get the generosity. This is like you win. I don't know what's happening in this love or romantic situation, but like not only do you win, and not that it should matter, but other people see you winning. Not because you shove it in the face, they see it. You either are a bad bitch or you're getting a bad bitch kind of a vibe from like you're getting the ungettable person is what I'm getting. Like the one that everybody else will throw things, but they're intuitive. So they don't care about the surface stuff. They want the care, they want the connection, and their connection is with you. And I just split the deck and it's the Empress and the Four of Wands. That looks very good for Taurus. I mean, like you mini wave and celebration to you, you win in that situation. And there's generosity and wow. Okay. Gemini. Let's look for abundance for Gemini for this Venus directs. Okay. Oh, that's like 8 cards. No. All right. Gemini, the world's card for your abundance. Temperance in reverse. Stop trying to control something you can't. Okay, so listen, for abundance, there's a lot about moving distractions out of the way here. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. There might be something having to do with like a fake apology or um, a fake, um, like the boss is like, oh, I just love you so much. These are great shoes. You're my favorite person here. But they want you to like do more than you were getting paid for. I think you're done with that. And it could be, that feels like a new job. I mean, the world card is here. That's like the closing of a whole chapter for you to walk into something amazing and stable. It's the fixed signs. It's the world card is never going to be bad. Um, this is a big change, not a little change. Ooh, Gemini. Sometimes you're like in the conversation and you're taking the compliment, which is lovely. But you're starting to really be able to discern when it's not sincere. Let's see what's happening. Venus directs. We're doing only good stuff here today, folks, because I think we all need it. So sometimes the situations that felt uncomfortable are leading to good stuff. Okay. Okay. We have Queen of Wands for Cancer. I don't know if you're low on energy or for your abundance. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. Hold on. We're reshuffling. This is Gemini for love and relationship. We're reshuffling. Gemini, love and relationship. All right. What is good coming? Venus direct. We got a Queen of Swords. Somebody honest, Gemini, and does not mince their words. I think you think that's hot. Careful what you're trying to hold on to, though. Yeah. Gemini, some of you are going to leave a toxic partner for somebody who's going to give it to you straight. Um, and it might take you a minute to like completely move over, but the opportunity is going to be there to go with somebody who's like direct and straight and really like uses their words. Like it's they're, you're Gemini, you're going to be sapiosexual anyway. So like the way that they use their words is even hot. Um, it might take a minute, but that toxic back and forth that you have with somebody is about to be over for somebody new and somebody who doesn't fuck around. So I wouldn't fuck around with that. Just saying. I wouldn't go back and forth too much with the other person because Queen of Swords doesn't like the truth will fall in her lap. Um, sometimes it's hard to hide things from a Queen of Swords. Okay. Because she lives in so much truth, she will attract it. Careful of people who don't mince their words, don't pull their punches, and aren't really concerned of whether what they're saying is makes them likable or not, and they just kind of live in the truth, whether it gets them in trouble or not, because those are the same people. Not careful of, just know that those are the same people that because they, cohesia, like matter attracts like matter. So the truth comes to them. So even when somebody's trying to pull one fast one on them, it usually doesn't go very far, and they don't even have to go looking. Okay, Cancer. All right, this is for abundance. Cancer, there's like a good thing going here. Either a business partner or someone that wants to help, maybe financially, just to like help you, whether it's like a full on business partner or not. You've had some bad experience. It's at that like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And the fool me twice, shame on me is so still a very fresh flesh wound. And I feel like you can relax a little bit. Yeah, yeah. You can relax a little bit more than you are. I know you're having the anxiety. Find a way to move through it that you're not gonna have the same experience again. I think you're good, and then little moments happen. And Cancer is not one to overly get anxious, but when they do, it hits in such an emotional way, um, because they don't want to be a fool again. And this looks like it has an incredible outcome for your abundance, whatever you have going on, work wise, project wise, business wise. Let's pull love cards. Oh my. Okay, everything, the world came out sideways. Something's getting like turned on its head. We have a Knight of Swords. Somebody's going to come in. You might either get truth about a love situation, but the first card that flew out was this King of Pentacles. Somebody, they may be a tiny bit older than you, but whichever, they're going to be steady and wise. This could be a second person that likes to come in and like, hit you up, but doesn't follow through, because the knights don't usually, only the Knight of Pentacles really has good follow through. That World card came out, it almost came out like this, like the king and then this and then this. Um, so like the decision will be yours, but it feels like you have somebody coming in that could give you the stability that you've been wanting, probably from the Knight of Swords. I don't know if the Knight of Swords is gonna pony up. But there's somebody stable and steady that's going to offer themselves to you probably soon. Might even change like what you think that you had, like what you thought everything looked like. And because yeah, ooh, that was the world card's not a subtle card. Okay. Leos, what do we have for abundance? Ooh, the cards. Okay, you also, everybody's got a big change coming here. 10 of Cups, some kind of promotion, celebration at work. Yeah, you're gonna be busy as hell. This is a big, this, you're in the middle of a change. There's like a small thing that you've changed or done or refined, Leo. Could even be retirement. There's some kind of celebration, promotion, retirement, whatever. But you don't get to completely rest right away. Like I don't know if like you're gonna get a hobby, if you somebody might get a grandchild. Leo, but if you're not in retirement grandchild age, this looks like promotion. It looks like busy. It looks like celebration of whatever's going on, work, business. I love it for you. Okay, let's look at Leo for love and relationship. These are quickies. They're not like the big, I do a big into all 12 that usually takes like an hour and a half every other Sunday. Um, Leo, you have choices. This could not have been a more clear reading. I'm not even going to do more than say that. You have choices. Now, they might not all be good, but you have an emperor and a king. So one of them might be like everything all rolled up into one that you've been wanting, and one of them, but or they could have a little ego. Um, I don't think you should make any rash decisions. Like let the cups slowly pour out so you know the contents. Um, I can't, normally I would be like go with the King of Cups over the Emperor, but I don't really know that I feel that. And we do have somebody is like not gonna fully show themselves, but you've got choices. You have suitors, to say the least. Leo. Woo! Okay, Virgos. What do we have for abundance, money, career, Venus direct? Wahoo! Only the good stuff we're doing today. Only the good stuff. Venus directs. What are we getting? Virgo. And again, if any of these hit like home big time, I even have 15-minute metaphysicals on sale right now. That's just if everything's at susieevolutionary.com. If you want to book an astrology appointment, that'll take you over to the wake space. If you want to book the sale, if you want to just leave me a message, you can hit contact. This is very interesting. Whoa, okay. You have a decision. You can start all over on your own. And I mean, it almost feels like a new start. Not that new starts are bad. This is something you're interested in. But also then there's somebody who wants to like guide you coming in too, almost like I want to say like a mentor. And the thing is that you can't sit there and weigh like the practicalities of the good and bad, Virgo. You can't make a checklist and like which one should you pick, which is I'm sure what you would like to do. It's telling you to use your intuition. With the Two of Swords, there's almost always a blindfold, which means we're not looking and looking at lists. We are feeling within. And Virgos, you are all usually hella psychic. Um, yeah, you don't really want to start over, but if you start with this person too, like there's a mentor and there's a guidance. You have to like weigh out it's not going to be the same for everybody. You have to weigh out what level of independence you want and have frank conversations about what that looks like in the future. So in other words, like if we're doing this and you're going to mentor me, are you going to want me to sign a non-compete or something along those lines? um well, that was interesting. Virgos, love, relationship, Venus direct, only the good stuff. What do we have for Virgo? Page of Cups already. Sometimes Page of Cups is like, Virgos can be a little intimidating. And some for me, sometimes the Page of Cups is like they're like have this huge crush on you and they think you're hot and smart and all that other stuff, and they're gonna be like, I really like your shoes. Okay. There's someone new. They are subtle. I don't know if you think that you're feeling it because you need somebody to come 10 toes down with their full chest because you're a 10 toes down with your full chest kind of person. So insecurity never works out. If you have a partner that's insecure, you cannot grow them. Virgo loves to grow a person. Miracle Virgo. Sprinkle it on everybody you meet. Um I know the Virgos are like, "Oh my god." Um, and this is also great if you have sixth house placements, because you're always in the support mode. So yeah, with the Page of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse again. It's never a mistake when all the stuff is coming out. Also, you can listen for your sun moon sign, sun moon rising or Venus or whatever. Just listen to the ones that you feel called to. This comes out with a very happy ending. There's something that like you're still trying to like either like you're really so close to done with something and somebody else is going to come along. You whatever you choose, it's you have a happy ending. You might choose yourself, but you're pretty much uh you have something new and fresh coming in. It doesn't matter though, because at the end of the day, you will end up with yourself, Virgo. Whether you pick one person one or B or person C comes in, the point is that this is the happy ending card. Using a lot of intuition to like make big decisions this month, Virgo. You can do it. I know like you doubt it. Was that the right one? What if I choose the other path? Breathe ground and choose. You're gonna be fine. Both cards had really good, like, ending. Like, what were the results? Okay, Libras. How's everybody doing after that Libra full moon? Empress. This is you. You are the HBIC or the I don't know, DIC. um Two of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay, so this is either business. This is the business abundance. Libras, you're either pairing up with somebody, you have an old mentor coming in or helping, but again, you're almost in that same position as Leo is like you have to decide. Was that Leo or was that I can't remember who that was, but you have a decision. You have like a mentor here, but you also have the like, do you want to do this all on your own? Because you could. If you wanted to, you could, but you could also take some guidance. It almost feels like this is somebody that used to be a mentor and now that you're both on the same level. Because yeah, this is two people on the same level. Um, I mean, I'm just saying we're in Pluto and Aquarius. It's about the collaboration, you know? It's about collaboration, working together, organizing together. What let's see, all your cards are all I have no idea what this reading is for your love because it all fell out like this. Okay. Could this card come out? So this deck has everything is fine and the Ten of Swords, they're the same exact illustration. That came out. We have Four of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Cups. Okay, listen. There's been some healing you're doing, and the way that you've been able to like not repeat cycles is also just taking yourself out of rotation. And Libra, you're putting yourself back in rotation. If somebody's gotten I love you, somebody's got an offer. Um, and when we have the Ace of Cups, it's not just somebody coming along with their, oh, you're a smooth talker. This is universe is kind of like, yeah, no, you have our blessing for this one. Just saying. But it's time to take yourself off the shelf or off the safety. Even I think you've flirted, but like you wouldn't let anybody really get in, maybe. But you are a Venus run sign and Venus is direct now. Ooh. Right. Only the good stuff. Only the good stuff for abundance for Scorpio for this Venus directs in your water sign friend here. Venus is direct in Pisces. Okay. That was interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Um, you for abundance, work, money stuff. You have the Tower in reverse and the Emperor in reverse, but then the Eight of Pentacles. So, and here's the Magician too on the bottom of the deck. I don't always look, but when I do, it's because the universe is telling the guides are like, look at the deck, dummy. Listen, Scorpio, you're not working out of ego at all. It helps you avoid a work pitfall. Um, and it releases you from something like there's creativity back. There's like work with something. It almost like work is something you go get to do again. Uh, and you're busy and you're good. The Eight of Pentacles is always good. If you're a Scorpio that's been worried about like a job or gigs coming in, I don't know why I just heard that. That's gonna happen. It's like the not afraid to fail keeps you from failing and not afraid of what it looks like to other people. Like, don't worry about what other people think see you as, Scorpio goes and burns down like the phoenix to the ashes and then rebuilds again. And after a while, that can be people will have things to say about like, oh, well, the lack of like, oh, there they go again, fell down, picked themselves back up, or burnt down and build it all back up. And instead of like focusing on like, you would fall apart. Okay. Don't come for Scorpio and their resilience. That just makes you look ridiculous. But now I think you're at a place where you understand that like it part of what has held you back is the moves you've made because you're afraid of what it makes you look like instead of how it speaks to you. I don't think you're doing that anymore, and it pays off. Okay. Love, relationships, Scorpio, only the good stuff. Only the good stuff. Let's see. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Okay. Ooh. Three of Pentacles is interesting as a love relationship card because usually you see that as like the collaboration, like I don't even know if I could show that card because that person's very, very naked. Um, Detail and all. But Scorpio, I gotta say, this is like I'm gonna pull a fourth card. This is almost like the person that it almost seems like there's a tight or anxious relationship here, and the person that you actually have a connection with is not the one you're with all the time. Um, there's passion here, but I think that the passion like comes in and comes out for some reason. And we have the Four Cups. I don't know why you're like pushing this person away. We're gonna take one more card because this is the good stuff. It's yours. Yeah. Okay. This came out sideways, the Nine of Cups. As soon as you heal whatever self-esteem, it feels like this person is very critical. As soon as you heal whatever self-esteem this person tried to take from you, and the thing is you have the power to take that back. Um, well, you're gonna get a little pep in your step. Um, then, we can accept what's being offered and not look at like what's going wrong. But the most important part of this whole reading is that you have a connection and passion with somebody, and also like that Nine of Cups, feeling good about yourself is what's going to enable you to move into what looks healthy. Even if it doesn't have to be marriage, it doesn't have to be like um everything, but it's healthy for you. It doesn't matter what it looks like to everybody else, much like the abundance reading. It's healthy for you. Um, Sagittarius. Um, okay. Just making sure it wasn't one of my kids. My phone is blowing up. It's been a little interesting the last couple of days. Okay. We are doing, sorry, Sagittarius abundance. Sagittarius for abundance, money, 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 and ooh, I'm telling you, you all have been through some shit in the last couple of months, and with Venus direct, it's like you're very clear about what you value, and so, woo, you know, you're avoiding your old cycles. We have the Judgment card, past, present, future. It's almost like you have another go at something, Sagittarius. Um, just make sure you're using your intuition. This came out sideways. Sagittarius, I'm Sagittarius and I know things. They are like that, right? They are very wise. Make sure you're tapping in. Don't ignore. Um, when this thing comes back. But man, you are learning from your own cycles, and sometimes maybe that's about the energy that you attract. I had that in a client session the other day. We were talking about, she was asking about like the kind of energy that you attract and like what we're attracting in, and how do we like, you know, change that. And it always is about being good to yourself. We're not supposed to do like uh treat ourselves the way that we want somebody else to treat us. We should just treat ourselves in a way that makes us happy, because then that attracts another person who knows how to make themselves happy. And then you have two people who aren't looking for each other to be the reason why or the reason why not. And it feels like that is part of this Sagittarius. Okay. There's feels like somebody else is having a breakup. Then you're gonna chill for a little while. But first of all, you are abundance here. It's almost like both readings had a mix of love, and I'm not gonna mess it. It's mutable. It's Sagittarius. Play by your own rules. It's like both readings were like a mix of the abundance and the love. Um, there's going to be a breakup or a shakeup. The tower, when the tower comes down, it wasn't that wasn't your structure. That wasn't your home. It was just an obstacle. Um, I never mind the tower card. It's very Uranus. But yeah. So it's like there's a breakup or a shakeup. It might not be yours, though. It might be somebody else's. And I feel like you'll understand this. I don't, but I know what the cards are telling me and what I'm hearing. Um, this Queen of Pentacles, I always say the Queen of Pentacles is the best partner, because like it doesn't matter what you have, what you don't have. Like they understand that anything that's built falls down can be built back up again. And they're just solid. They're like a steady person, and sometimes you need that. Um, but there is, it's almost like there's a relationship that's going to be worth the wait that's coming in, and I'm just supposed to give you that message. Um, but it also has to do with like money. It's very interesting. Sagittarius's reading is like very intertwined. The Capricorn abundance, High Priestess, HBIC. Okay, you're busy, 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 busy. I gotta tell you, you're doing well. You are busy. Communication is coming in. Clients are coming in. Offers are coming in. Um, you're aligned. This is well. And then somebody wants you to take them on, Capricorn, and they're not ready. They want you to mentor them. They want you to get them started, but they're going to end up taking you, it's going to take more work. And it's like you're busy and you could use the work, you could use the help, but this person is not, they're not the mini you. You don't exactly want a mini you, but you want, like, you'd be happy to invest what, into somebody that like it would be a good situation. I don't know if you're related to this person, or you have like, you think that they're a good person or whatever. But it's not you. I know you're busy, and I know, but like it's in the group. This other person will take you off track, and things are going well and can continue to go well. Um, Capricorn, but that is a distraction. I mean, it could be a relationship distraction, but it's almost like somebody wants you to take them on because they're trying to convince you that you need help. All right, love and relationship, Capricorn, you also have a choice. Okay, there's somebody coming back or somebody that you want back. This is like a crossroads for you. It's either they can't repeat the old things or you can't repeat, but I don't think anybody's going to repeat because what we have is the 3 of swords. So whatever judgment for me is a relationship coming back when it comes back and it's like past, present, future, like learning from the past so that this like future looks different in this version of you now. Um, and again, we have the choice because like nobody wants to hurt each other again, but I think you both did work this time. It'll be your choice, but I think this is somebody that Capricorn doesn't do a ton of reruns. So like unhealed, there was lots of chemistry. Unhealed, no good. Healed, amazing. All right. Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius for abundance. Oh my God. Everything is fine. Okay. So this is a cycle being completely over and you're able to take your defenses down, Aquarius. What is the abundance? Good stuff. The Venus directs abundance for 6 of Swords. You're either moving into a promotion. This feels like um rumor mills at work also. It's almost like somebody held you back. This could be Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. Like there was some kind of obstacle and you weren't sure if it was a person. And like there's just some toxic people where you work, but you're moving on. This is like for money, this is promotion, this is or getting out of a department or being working in a department with better people or the people are going to move. Like you're moving into smoother waters, smoother working conditions, and it's also financially beneficial. Um, but it looks like a move away from the toxicity, Aquarius, and ooh, love relationship, wheel of fortune, Knight of Swords, back again, back streets. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, Aquarius, it feels like somebody. This is like the Knight of Swords turning into the king. Like, okay, this is how it came out: Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and King of Swords. This is the maturity of the person you're already dealing with. It is like their mindset has improved, to say the least. Okay. Um, that is a beautiful reading because that's what we hope for, right? That's like the thing that we feel like we only see in movies is somebody actually does the work and moves into a mature version of themselves to be able to offer a more emotionally intelligent relationship to you as well. All right, Pisces, the abundance. Okay, not your circus, not your monkeys, Pisces. We have a 10 of Pentacles came out sideways, so you could be a little bit worried about money, and then the 8 of Pentacles is right there. Money could be affecting the household, um, and it feels like there's work coming and you'll be busy soon, but also, there's more than one generation here, so that it feels like separating Pisces about like there are some of these people that are your circus and are your monkeys. And some of them need to just kind of, I want to say, get over themselves is the message I'm hearing. But if work has been a problem or money has been like tied up somewhere, uh, that's about to change for the good. And let's get you a love reading for my dear sweet Pisces. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. The same cards come out there's a small change. That change could be in you. There's a little worry about this. I feel like, Pisces, you're worried that like you're outgrowing people and you're afraid that you're going to end up alone. That's probably only for one or two people, but that is what I very much heard. And then here's a beautiful Empress. One more card for Pisces, because I know this is like things are changing. Oh no, I'm nervous. Oh wait, I'm the Empress. So we need the card for the other part of this for love and relationship. Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups and the Empress are the same vibe, which just means somebody who's like emotionally open. Like we like the King of Cups, obviously, because like this is genderless. Um, but the Queen of Cups is like somebody who's gonna also, Pisces likes to be romanced a little, likes the reassurance and likes the because they're gonna give it. And so this is somebody on your emotional where you don't feel like you have to hold back or apologize because you were too mushy. I love that for you, Pisces. I almost want to get a timing card, but we can't do that for one and not do it for everybody. If any of these resonated, then again, there's a metaphysical sale. Um, and Lori is having a sale over on her Patreon for astrology, including appointments with me. Gratitude members, don't forget that you have an extra discount. Um, so you can use that with my sale. You can use that over on the Susie Evolutionary site on top of the sale. Just throw in the code. And if you are gratitude and for some reason you lost the code or whatever, just email me and I'll send it to you. Um, that's it. We've been doing the planet series. We'll be doing Mercury on Wednesday. I'm excited for that. I'll be back with my flashcards, my my slideshow, and the tarot tip is I wanted to say when you are first learning to read tarot, ask your guide, say, I'm not accepting reversals today. And just because that can really throw us off when it's not about like, oh, the message isn't right. If you're really wanting to like learn and synthesize the readings and feel like you're accurate and you're not making it something because that's what you want it to be, which is also another part of like reading tarot in the beginning. Um, you get to the point where you will accept that you are good and also that you need other people to read cards for you once in a while. That's just how it is. The best ones that I know, I still have somebody else read for them. I do. And so, yeah, just tell your guides, I'm not accepting reversals. And this way, if anything comes out in reverse, you put it in the upright and you'll start to really get like more it'll feel more clear with the messages so much that like by the time that you start accepting reversals again, that it'll be easier to synthesize as a message, and you won't be worried about all the guesswork. I think that's it. Please leave a like or subscribe if you haven't. This is a fun community and there's membership. I don't really have to talk. I forget to say that all the time. But I love you. Know you love you. I hope you have a happy Sunday and we can all celebrate Venus direct. And part of that is putting the work and the intention behind what you are worth. Know that you are worth. You do not have to quantify that. You do not have to prove it to anybody. Just decide that you are worthy of the things that you desire and then just put a little bit of effort towards them because that is this energy and anything can happen. Bye, everyone.